Rannvijay, Bhuvan, thanks for joining us at Ball is Bay, the only Indian podcast in an Indian accent. That's our tagline. And
not for long, sir.
So I just want to say that I'm very glad, as a person who's played basketball throughout his life, both in India and in the US, to see this kind of push by NBA to get some of influencers like yourself here to the All-Star game, and also giving an opportunity for small podcast people like us. So I wanted to start off with either one of you can answer this question. What is your take on sort of basketball in India today, and where do you think it can reach in the next 5 years?
You want me to take it, or you want to answer? Yeah. I think I've been working with the NBA for the last 6 years. In India, I used to play basketball myself, and I've seen that the infrastructure of basketball has improved a lot. Coaches have improved. The way basketball is played has changed, because it's not just scoring. It's a lot about sports science, nutrition, resting, academics, all of this included. There is a junior NBA program that only works on educating kids about what basketball can do in their lives, how it can change their lives. There is a NBA academy in Greater Noida, where they're actually training potential kids, also educating them, taking care of all their needs. Kids who could be in the NBA one day. The future of basketball is, I see, hopefully India having a league of their own, a league where it could be a place where if you shine, you could probably come into a bigger league like an NBA, like how there is one in Spain and Australia. That's why you see a lot of Australians and Spanish league people ending up in NBA, because they get so much professional exposure to play basketball. In the last 6 years, there have been many more courts that have been built, more awareness. You can watch more NBA. It's more accessible as opposed to when we were young. And with people like us who come here and experience such great events, more and more people know about the NBA community, the NBA culture, the basketball culture, and it's not just the sport, but it comes with everything else. And one thing that NBA really does is that it really cares about people. They're the old people, the young people, the needy people, and it changes lives. And that's what I've seen in India, and I think over a period of time it's changed. And now with the global games happening in India on the 4th and 5th of October, it's going to give kids that hope, that aspiration that one needs to be a good sportsman in that particular game.
Bhuvan, do you want to add something?
See, for me,
only if you can.
It's exactly. For me, it's a different thing, because I've never been a basketball fan, and this is probably my second game which I'm watching tonight. And I think most of the people in India are like me. They don't know anything about basketball. So it's a very good opportunity for me to watch the game, to understand the game, to feel the game, and then talk about it back in India, so that the people who don't follow basketball there, they can get interested in the sport. And it's a wonderful sport. I have played basketball on my video game, the cassette video game, multiple times, and I've never got a chance to play it otherwise. But this is like a good opportunity for me and the people back home who follow me on Instagram or YouTube. So when I talk to them about the sport, hopefully they'll try playing it.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The next question really is about your own journey in basketball. I think, Bhuvan, you just talked about yours. But I've heard a lot about, Rannvijay's journey. I think last time when we met for sort of dinner, you very briefly talked about, your upbringing with basketball, your more sort of inclusive behavior in terms of, grassroots, starting off from the school level to, I would say, I think you played state also. So can you talk a little bit more about that journey? And, when did it stop, and when did you realize you really can't, it's time to become, something else?
When I was playing, the last time I played competitive basketball in a team was for my college when we won the university championship. I played under 19 India, 9 nationals for Delhi State, and played for 8 schools because I went to many schools growing up. I got into basketball because both my parents play basketball. My dad was in the army. He used to play many sports, but was really good at basketball. My mum played 9 nationals from Punjab when she was So basketball was our favorite sport in my family even before I was born. In '93, I saw a VHS of the Dream Team, which my dad acquired from somewhere to show to his regiment team कि ऐसे खेलते हैं basketball, and that's when I saw the Dream Team VHS in '93. So for me, the influence of basketball was not from Indian basketball; it was from the best team that was ever assembled. That's why I always wanted to play. That's why I was into sneakers. That's why I was into the culture. I was into hip hop. And for me, till the time I was in college, I was known as a basketball player. I got into one of the best colleges in Delhi University, which is Hansraj. I had BCom honors because I was a basketball player. Hansraj had never won a university championship, but they won when I was there. Now we won it 6 times since 2003. The basketball court in Hansraj is there because we won 11 tournaments. When I was in 11th, 12th, we won 17 tournaments, which is still a record in Delhi. I have the highest 3-pointers in a quarter record in. So I mean, this was.
Stop bragging.
No, but you asked me my story. I love the sport, and I was going to the army because I saw my dad play basketball in the army, and I was like, this is a great place where I can ride bikes, have lots of adventurous activities, and play ball. And I'd be the 6th generation of my family to do so. And then I went for roadies to win a bike, and I saw many things happening there which were similar to what I wanted to do. And I also, as the eldest in my generation, wanted to give my family a different experience because they've experienced lieutenant generals in their family. It's not like I could have brought anything else to the table. So that's when it changed. But I didn't stop playing ball up till. My meniscus has been injured. Now my ACL is injured, so there has to be an operation. But through Squadron, I still do lots of trick shots. Through NBA, I make basketball content for them. I just did a video on YouTube, which is Connect 4, playing basketball. So still do lots of fun content with basketball, and I plan to start a league. I do a couple of leagues back in India, semi-professional football leagues. Now I'm trying to get a semi-professional basketball league on. For people like me who used to play, who love the sport and could be doing anything else in their lives, but in the evenings have something to look forward to. Competitive league with the right infrastructure.
So today morning I had a meeting with Vivek Ranadiv of the Sacramento Kings, and he has a very bold vision of making NBA the second most famous sport in India, and it seems like a very tall task, and we were having a lot of discussions around it, mostly because I truly believe that the kind of marketing that is being done is very top down instead of grassroots. So I think, Bhuvan, you can talk about this more because I think you have a more sort of pull at the grassroots level, and you understand making content that is engaging and so on and so forth. Do you think there is an opportunity for basketball to grow, bottoms up rather than top down, which is kind of what basketball is today, where you have these. Obviously you guys are celebrities, but then does that really resonate with people? Like, how do you create a story where basketball is not about being 7 foot tall and 300 pounds, but being 6'1" and whatever we most Indians are? Do you think there's something? Do you think there is a message that can be created from the grassroots level?
I think it needs to start from the school. Schoolmates always cricket or football. In my school, we never played basketball. They used to line us up, and then bari we used to put it in the nets. That's my memory of basketball, and so is the memory of most of the kids nowadays. Internet is something which I can relate to, and internet has introduced me to stuffs which I wouldn't have known otherwise. And basketball is such a thing. All the time on my Facebook, on my Instagram Explore feed, I see Steph Curry, I see Kevin Durant. I never knew they existed.
Yeah.
But with basketball, I could relate now that I'm here, that how big of players they are. So I think people in India, see, cricket is a religion there.
Yeah, it is.
It is. You try your best, but people are gonna watch cricket because गली में cricket खेल सकते हैं.
हाँ.
गली में हम नेट लगा के बास्केटबॉल नहीं डाल
नहीं
सकते.
करते, हाँ.
So it needs to start from the school level. Teachers need to participate and they need to encourage the kids कि there is some other sport than cricket too. And I think NBA, which the global event which is happening in October, I think it needs to catch more and more eyeballs, and I'm sure it will, because the way they've arranged it here, I think it's gonna be massive there.
Okay.
Looking at the population, like, people are gonna love it.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you involved in that planning a little bit right now?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Rannvijay, do you want to add something about this whole grassroots marketing difference with top down, which is, like getting the stars to just come up, show up, do some dance?
No, the grassroots level, like I told you earlier, has been going on for the last 7 years since NBA came in. They weren't asking people to buy the jerseys of NBA superstars. They were making basketball courts, putting rings, giving basketballs to kids, and training coaches to make sure that the right kind of basketball is taught. So that's the kind of grassroots level thing that NBA has done in India. And now with the global game, like I told you, like this aspiration. But I want to go back to your point of when Vivek Rannvijay says that it's going to be the second most popular game in India. If you see, his idea would be to build arenas. He must have said that. India doesn't have arenas. Because if you see where we're sitting, this is an arena where people just don't come to watch the game. They come, they'll get their hot dog, they'll get their merchandise, families come together, dressed. There'll be lots of people wearing their favorite players' jersey, there'll be mascots, there'll be activities, there'll be promotions. So, infrastructure is also important. So when you say from the top down, if the top is not good enough, what are people grassroots level trying to achieve? What are they going to get? They need to also see. You have to look at the stars to reach the treetop, right? So both ways, the work has to happen from both sides so that somewhere in the middle people meet. And I'd be really happy if basketball is a very popular sport in India. And I'm going to help Vivek, Rannvijay and NBA India both to in that endeavor.
And you guys have been here for about 3 or 4 days now. Can you speak a little bit more about the All-Star experience so far? Obviously, there's a... I think, right, we both are kind of like, not so... But anyway.
It's amazing. So, what the All-Star, especially for Bhuvan, if you ask him first, his whole experience is brand new, then I'll add to it.
So Bhuvan, because you're the newbie, the noob, if you may. The rookie. You're the rookie.
I came here to watch basketball.
Right.
But I've seen many more things other than the sport.
What is this many more things?
So I didn't know there'll be a separate like competition to slam dunk.
Oh, all that stuff.
There'll be a separate competition for a 3-pointer. It's mad. Those are the things. Jaise, for example, see, I'm a cricket fan. So I'll give you an example in cricket. Cricket के लिए suppose IPL में there's a cricket match gonna happen between two teams, but उससे पहले there's a sixer contest.
Okay, हाँ.
कि 3 मिनट में कौन कितना लंबा छक्का मारता है. अगर वो हो गया तो people are gonna go crazy.
True,
Even
true.
a non-cricket fan would die to see that thing.
Right.
Same is happening with me.
Yeah, makes
How many slam dunks do you witness in a match?
Yeah, true.
बारी आएगी तो कोई मारेगा. But यहाँ बस उसी के लिए there's a separate there's a separate hour for this. So for me as a layman, as a new viewer, I think that was quite a spectacle for me.
Okay.
Cheerleaders dancing and those mascots playing around with people. Yeah. Last night I saw Jamie Foxx sitting right across me.
Did you have a chance to go on the arena after that?
No. I started to cry because
And cursing is allowed in our...
I know. So I was like,
I don't think what is allowed on your platform makes a difference to Bhuvan. It's what he wants to and wants to do or wants to say.
मैं तो कहीं भी जाके ZTV बोल दिया. But watching Jamie Foxx there, I was like, dude, this is like, that was a bigger bait for me. I could watch the match. I could.
And is Rannvijay helping you understand the game, or is he being like a boss and saying?
I've eaten his head, man.
Oh, you've eaten his
Ask
head.
him
Is
everything.
he helpful?
Everything.
Is he helpful? Does he even know anything about
Yeah,
basketball?
yeah. I ask him a thing. I get to know 3. So that's the best part. I'm learning a lot from this man. Plus, this guy made me shop.
He made you shop.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
big sneakerhead. He's probably the biggest in India.
Biggest in India.
Biggest in India.
I've heard that Sonam Kapoor's husband is a big sneaker. I don't know the guy.
I know Anand Ahuja really well. He's got a great collection.
Okay.
And he used to live in. He studied in America, and he is a huge fan of the NBA himself. He has a hoop at his home. He has a half court there, and
really? Wow.
I think Anand is one of the best sneakerheads, plus one of the best guys for the cause of sneakers, because he's also got a brand that sells sneakers, and I think the guy is great, and his sneaker collection is amazing.
So is your sneaker collection better or his? You have to make that. You have.
I think his.
Come on. You have to say.
I haven't seen his collection, and he hasn't seen mine. And
But I've seen his.
Such a politically correct.
But I've seen his. Trust me. I'm roaming around with this guy since 4 days now.
Okay.
And the kind of shoes he has, dude.
No, but to be fair, Anand has a great collection. He's been collecting for a long time, and he, because he's in the sneaker business himself, he gets a lot of limited edition. Yeah, he sells sneakers, man. So he has this thing, and I don't think we would ever compare this thing, because we like each other a lot, and we keep complimenting each other's sneakers all the time. He just actually sent a sneaker for me, which I really, really wanted. It's a Kobe sneaker. So I guess if somebody has to say whose sneaker collection is better, I would say Anand's.
Oh my God.
If I had to say it.
If you had to say it. Yeah. So you have to.
So I haven't met Anand. I haven't met Anand.
Okay.
Maybe he's right.
Maybe
But for me right now, dude, his sneaker collection is mad. इनके चक्कर मैंने भी ले ली 2.
हाँ ले लिया तुमने. But that's the thing with me. Every time anybody travels with me, they end up buying sneakers for sure. My friend Vikrant had 2-3 sneakers in the last couple of years. We've been hanging out a lot, traveling. He has like 28-30 sneakers. My brother, last time we were here for the All-Star, I took back 45 pairs of sneakers, and Harman took
45.
Yeah.
Wow. How did he carry them?
Through different people. Abhishek was carrying some, Carrie Manati was carrying some, me, couple of people from NBA. Yeah.
Oh wow. So obviously you're very well integrated in what's going to happen with the Global Jam stuff. Can you speak a little bit more about it, or is it all under
No,
wraps?
I mean, today we are here at the NBA All-Star. We'll talk more about that. I have to say that the 3-point contest yesterday was amazing to see somebody that nobody was rooting for win, and it going down to the wire. The difference was one money ball, and Steph was almost going to get that also. So it was amazing, and Steph's got everything. He's got championships and MVPs under his belt. To see Joe get it, it was amazing, and Dirk Nowitzki, meeting him. We also got the opportunity to meet all the 3-point contest
you did? Okay.
players.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it was amazing, and we got to interact with Stephen Curry's family, because they were sitting right behind us when we were watching this. Seth Curry is somebody that I spent time with when he came to India. It is great to see this kind of talent. The skill contest was amazing, because the guys who were winning throwing the ball from half court, man.
That was crazy.
And it was good to see the fun side of these players. Luka Doncic just having fun, and we got to ask questions to these people on the All-Star. We get to see their new sneakers coming out. We get to see not just the competitive side, but the fun side, the NBA K's program, the thing that so the All-Star weekend in itself is just a mega event, which is just fun, exciting, and is just amazing, man. From the performances of the dancers to the acrobats to the guys who dunk on the trampoline and the dunk contest. You got to be creative. So and the fashion quotient, everything is high here, man. So it's going great, and the city
Fashion is mad. Oof. That guy, 2 Chains, dude, he was a walking bappida. Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask some NBA related quick questions. Bhuvan, you can chime in if you want.
Yeah.
But these are like NBA stuff, very like hard.
I'll back off.
Okay. So let's start off with you. Favorite team,
Golden State Warriors,
favorite player,
Stephen Curry,
favorite player all time,
Michael Jordan,
Kobe or Duncan,
Kobe,
team or player,
team,
3-point or dunk.
3-pointer.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, guys. All right.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.